Knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26. What? Quit. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that would be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
No.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And all the way down to the 37. A big run there by Freeman. 43 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, check. Get wide. Slam.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Kill.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder, get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Right 25. Got it. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, Steve Stick. Mike 35.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Undercrush.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Gets it off to Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bravo. 35's the Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 35. Mike 35.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Hey, South.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. 21.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, Mike 7. Watch the out. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Got it.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Switch. 51. Tighten up. Rush in. Whip. Hey, check. Shit.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Banjo.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Smooth.
To throw again. Ryan, complete to Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
Watch. Hey, wait. The twins. Mike, check. 59.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is indeed good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready. Back 25.
At the 46-yard line.
Base. Go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Check. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 35. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hey, South.
Here we go again.
Let it go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this one complete to Smith. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Crunch time, defense. Show it.
Gun.
Hey, alert three.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, check.
Throwing again. Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 39.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Mike, 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Hey, exit.
Now Ryan on first down. This complete to Jones. Five yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You better bring it. Check. You better bring it. Five. Mike, 59. Here it comes. Check 59.
Ryan will throw again. Oh, able to avoid him. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there. First down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Prescott from the gun on third. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down.
Their 48-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in without him. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 22.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Wait! 11! 59, Mike to 59.
I'm coming! Mike, check. 59. I'm coming after you!
Operating from the gun. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
51, down! Wait! Check, 59.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check 59, Mike is 51, down!
You can't block me.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Ryan now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Shit. Wait! General West! Let him go!
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
59, ready! 25, 20.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Got it. Kill. Hey, let's go.
Throwing now is Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Fielded at the 20. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. With that run, Double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
We go 46. Check
24. Check 24.
Jump 26.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go 46.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. 1st down. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's got room. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
51, go!
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Hey, Mike 7. Go!
Mike 59. Mike 59.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Where they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, South, you got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
54, South.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Hey, Tuesday.
To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Kill.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through. Not
only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it. So for Dallas, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcaster.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see.